Border Management Authority says yesterday was their busiest day ahead of Christmas. SABC News reporter Tumelo Machogo is covering the situation on the ground at the Lebombo port of entry and joins us now live. So Tumelo, after our chat yesterday, things seemed chaotic to say the least. So have the roads still been hectic since Friday morning? What's the situation like today where you are?
Well, indeed, yesterday there was chaos on the road where we saw a number of travelers actually blocking the road coming here into the border. But the Border Management Authority said that they managed to actually process most of the travelers into Mozambique. This morning, the roads are quiet. The N4 is very quiet. Not a lot of travelers actually traveling into Mozambique at this moment. And also a lot of trucks have decreased on the road since yesterday. Remember, yesterday we were talking about more than 25 kilometers of trucks that were waiting to cross into Mozambique, and then the Border Management Authority had to stop at some point not to process trucks but only to process people because they wanted to get rid of that congestion on the road. They're saying that about 28,000 people actually managed to cross the border into Mozambique just yesterday. So that was their biggest number of travelers actually traveling into Mozambique. But and also saying that they managed to clear about over 1,000 trucks into Maputo yesterday, into Maputo corridor. But I'm going to ask my colleague Lungile Ngongwana just to show you here at the port of entry. The border is quiet. There's not a lot of people actually traveling this morning. Just a number of travelers actually just traveling, those who are making their last Christmas travel into Mozambique. But the roads are quite not that busy this morning, but also a lot of people have already traveled yesterday. So today is just a number of trucks that are already on the road, but those trucks, they are now about 7 kilometers, but they are not in a rush actually to get to Mozambique. You understand that today at around 3 o'clock, the Constitutional Council is expected to give that decision on the elections. And also most of the truck drivers don't want to cross into Mozambique because they don't know what the situation is like. I'm going to bring in one of the truck drivers, Lucky Mahlangu. Lucky, you were telling me that you've been on the queues since Saturday. Just talk to us about now you are closer to the border. Are you ready to cross to Mozambique?
Hello, I'm Lucky Mahlangu. I'm here on the queue from Saturday morning. We get stuck here on the queue. So there is a strike at Maputo. Our employers, they told us that we must get into Maputo. But when we hear other guys from Maputo, it's too bad. So we can't enter. We are still waiting here on the queue until we get the results from Maputo. Then we will proceed with our jobs.
You were saying that you were also telling me earlier on that you were speaking to one of the drivers that was coming back from Maputo, and then his truck was also damaged. What kind of protest? Where is the protest exactly in Maputo? Where they're saying that they have seen this protest?
They were standing there at Muamba after Muamba toll gate. So they broke the truck with the stones. Yes, so I called that guy, I asked him, he said to me around 1, 2 in the morning, they broke his trucks. They were closing the road with the stones.
So now you are at the border, but you don't want to cross into Mozambique. You're waiting for that decision to be made if then there's going to be more protests or if there's going to be protests in Mozambique.
Yes, we are waiting for the results so that we can proceed with our job.
But are you scared? Because now if you cross and then and also to spend Christmas, did you anticipate? Because then if you don't cross, you might have to spend Christmas here on the road, or are you going to return back to base?
I will stand here until I get the instruction from my company so that I can proceed. I don't know now what must I do. I'm just only staying on the queue. Then I'm waiting for my boss to tell me the feedback so that I can proceed. But for now, I'm standing. You were saying that they said that you guys can cross because then they ask people on the other side of the border they have sent people to see if then the roads are clear, and they said the roads are clear. What did they say to you guys? Yes, they told us like that. They said we must cross because they sent someone in the morning with a buggy to go and check the situation. When he came back, he told them that no, everything is fine at Maputo. But he was using a buggy, he was not using a truck. The main problem is when you're driving a truck. With a small car, you can just enter, you will come back right. But with a truck, you won't get it.
Okay. Lucky, thank you so much for speaking to us. That was Lucky Mahlangu. He's one of the truck drivers. He's actually here at the port of entry, but his truck is just waiting just a few kilometers from here, saying that he doesn't want to enter Maputo because he doesn't know what might lie down for them on the other side, saying that he was speaking to one of the truck drivers that was also attacked there in Maputo. But here the situation is quite calm. People are just going about their day, and also a lot of taxis waiting for other people to come in, and then they can just take them into Mozambique. But the roads are not busy today at all. So people have travel, and yesterday the Border Management Authority saying it was their busiest day. They've managed to process over 28,000 people into Mozambique. But also a number of arrests were made yesterday. They arrested people that were trying to cross the border illegally, and they also arrested one man who was also found with a stolen vehicle, and another one managed to escape the police, slipped away from the police, and then the police, they did say that they will be looking for that man, but that one has already been arrested with a stolen vehicle that was stolen in Gauteng.
And Tumelo, of course, there is also that big announcement that we're expecting today on the election results. Do we know what time that announcement is likely to happen? What are you hearing on that front from your vantage point?
Well, indeed, the announcement is expected to be announced at around 3 o'clock in Maputo. But at this stage, a lot of Mozambicans, they're saying that they just want to go home for Christmas and also for the festive season, saying that, they want to also to cross into Mozambique before that announcement is made. But the announcement is expected this afternoon.